Yeah. Alright, Chiori, when they talk about tonight, I really wonder what they're talking about tonight. Caesarea chapter act 1, where the blades clash. Go to the Court of Fontaine. Courtier Leonie. A fashion festival is being held in Fontaine. You and Paimon decide to check it out for yourselves because for some odd reason, someone from Inazuma just happens to go to France.
It seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine. Look at that. Roadside signs as far as the eye can see.
I don't see any roadside signs.
Let's see what they're for. Fontaine Fashion Week?
What?
Ooh, why don't we go check out some...
Shut! Please. Oh wait, do I have to switch my mic?
Is this really okay?
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my dream to wear a Chioria boutique dress for my wedding. I really thought the chance had passed me by.
Why do you want to wear a Japanese wedding gown in France? Why?
Ooh, is that lady the owner of Chioria boutique?
Yes!
We've never seen her before.
No, well, if it's I have heard it, yeah.
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises.
Yeah, well, that's usually somebody from Leeway, like Zhongli, who's the god of contracts, but there's a whole other thing going on here.
Now, remember to not fold the gown, or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
But from the look on your face, I can tell you're not going to listen to me and do exactly the opposite of what I asked you to do.
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Wow, I married a Japanese maiden on the day of my wedding. What a way to go. That's what he's gonna think.
Are you here to check out the offerings?
What offerings?
Sure are. Oh, Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. You're Miss Chiori, the owner of this boutique, right?
Paimon's Paimon. Oh god,
That's right. Oh, Navia told me about you. Glad to make your acquaintance.
You're from Inazuma, aren't you?
Oh, we've heard a lot about you, too. Chioria Boutique is super famous in Fontaine.
Well, I appreciate the recognition. Is there anything...
Hey, Paimon's not a kid.
Actually, I wanted to ask about Fontaine Fashion Week.
Oh, that... Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Well, I guess Google advertising really pulled through this time.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
No, we play dress up all day long, because that's basically it.
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun. But it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Clothes.
Will you be showing us some of your designs?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends.
Wow. And a few other story quests, Archon quests, and world quests I did before when I was handling the Lantern Rite with Gaming, I basically outsourced to China all the time. Except now that I'm in France, I'm outsourcing to Japan this time!
Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
Come to think of it, maybe outsourcing to Japan was a good idea.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes even if you don't participate this year, right?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction.
That is basically every single game developer in Japan, like Hideo Kojima, who's... Like, if you ever play a game, you just think of the artist. And if you ever want to do something, you think of the art behind it. Like Sam Lake from Remedy, who made Max Payne, but did Alan Wake, so... That's kind of the thing there.
Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year?
Because some people are disconnected, more people are more interested in the name it brings.
In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Basically what you're saying is fashion is a zeitgeist, which is the spirit of the times, and that if it isn't in there, it's not in for the longest while.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought.
I thought we were talking about video games and, like, anything. Are we actually talking about fashion? Like, I don't know anything, like, obviously people have changed their clothes over the years, but, like, we're talking about, like, a whole branding thing going on here.
All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see new Chioria designs at the show?
Yes!
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
I'm just waiting to outsource from Japan again.
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get in Fontaine?
Yes!
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the touch, and their familiarity gives me a sense of security.
Yeah, because it's all silk fabrics from silkworms way back when. That's basically it.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's that feeling of home.
Says, the person... Basically, did Chiori even mention anything related to Inazuma? Or where she was from? And Paimon's just assuming right here and now?
Something like that. Yes.
Yes, I come to France, and I'm from Japan, and I'm constantly just disgusted with everyone I look at.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you concerned that your shipment might get lost or stolen along the way?
No, I probably got insurance on it.
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani Express's most reliable courier.
Insurance?
Excuse me. Coming through. Coming through.
Hello.
Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm really sorry.
Kirara.
Deep breaths, Kirara. Then start again.
Breathe!
Huh? And you're with customers as well? Oh, jeez. I've really kept everyone waiting. I'm so sorry.
It's fine!
These two are the travelers in Paimon. With how well traveled you are, you've probably heard of them already.
Yeah, considering the fact that she's a cat girl who likes to climb up walls faster than anybody else who can climb up a wall, so yeah.
And this is Kirara, star courier of the Komani Express. She's a Nakamata, in case you were wondering about the tails.
Yeah, she's a double-tailed cat girl.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. And sorry you had to see me like this. I know I'm late, but if an opportunity arises in the future, I still hope you'll choose Komani Express.
I'm not surprised because being late is sort of an anime thing, because if you've ever seen characters in anime, they're always late to something!
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
Until you asked me, so I didn't say anything about it on my own. Also, we're looking at your tails again, so... God.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders? A few run-ins on the road aren't usually enough to give you any trouble.
Unless you're under-leveled, in which case, that's its own trouble.
Well, I didn't run into anyone exactly. I just got a little lost.
Says the person who... Your tails.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Her tails look like tentacles.
Alright. I was stopped by a group of bandits as soon as I entered Fontaine. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about Komani Express. It was obvious they were looking for someone with two tails.
And who gave them that idea?
So it was a targeted hit?
I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's.
My fabric shipment?
Dang it. I guess that the insurance isn't gonna kick in after all.
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they...
Oh, are you okay, Kirara?
No, she's not. She gave it all to them.
Oh, I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
It just took me a while to arrest everybody on the spot, but other than that, it's okay.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. You've got other deliveries to make in Fontaine. Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Exactly. Are we gonna look at her tails and she's gonna lie?
Well...
She knows something. The fact that her tails are wiggling, waggling like frickin' tentacles off, calamari.
Perhaps I need to reconsider how many stars to give you in my review.
Perhaps I should call you the calamari girl instead of the cat girl.
You always know how to get me, Chiori. Alright, I'll talk. So, I kinda wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me. So I spent a bit of time investigating. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Chioria Boutique's delivery.
Interesting. Someone with a certain tongue coming from the person who's got a certain talkative tail.
And who might this person be?
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go?
No.
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach this person a lesson, I doubt they'll stop here.
Yeah, well, what happens if they're not gonna stop there even if you do teach them a lesson? You're gonna need to teach them another lesson on top of that.
Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking to and then some.
Oh, if you do this again! No. You gotta be a little bit more strict than that.
Alright. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name of Uter.
Uter?
Uter. No, that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say, Kirara?
I have no idea who Uter is.
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
Well, it's gonna get brought up at some point, so deal with it.
So you both know this Uter guy?
No, I don't know.
Through Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
So in other words, serious competition!
Oh, so he's like a business rival.
Yes!
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square.
So this is if that's someone who fights fair and square, what do you call someone who doesn't fight fair and square?
Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name.
So in other words, he's another goddamn narcissist that we have to deal with here.
I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he prefers playing dirty. Well, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Okay. And then
Wait,
she walks
Chiori,
off.
where are you going?
She's going to play it dirty.
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest?
Chiori! Wait!
You traveled all the way from Japan to France.
And she's gone.
And what's his or her name is gone.
Oh no. What should we do?
You seem concerned. Should we be worried about Chiori?
Yes. Why? I don't know. Worried. Just do it.
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temper, I'm just worried whatever she's about to do will feel negative publicity about her right before the start of Fashion Week.
So in other words, basically she's playing into Uter's hands and just adding fuel to the fire.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her?
Yes!
Yeah, we'll take good care of Chiori.
To be honest, I'm more worried about that Uter guy's safety.
Why? Is he gonna complain if I give him a good beating? Is he gonna whine from a smack? He's gonna whine from a smack. Shivers?
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Shivers.
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that.
Yeah, because when you say that, I feel like, alright, whose problems did you encounter this time that I have to deal with?
Oh? And who are these two?
These two.
So you came too?
Yes! Two of us.
Allow me to introduce you. These two are the Traveler and Paimon. This officer over here is Shavras, captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Why? You called the cops. Good!
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol? You mean that organization where everyone carries a musket?
You mean the police officers who actually carry guns? Whereas in Japan, some of them don't carry guns?
Well, I wouldn't say everyone on the patrol uses a musket. I just happen to have formed a platoon made up mostly of musketeers.
So, the platoon of musketeers?
Whoa, Chiori, Paimon didn't know you went so far back with such a cool person.
She's friends with a cop.
It's not. In my line of work, it's not uncommon to run into some trouble every now and then. And she's helped me get out of a few sticky situations.
And basically calling the cops all the time was a good idea. So, yeah.
In return, I've helped her take care of some things that you could say aren't exactly in her purview as the captain of the Special Patrol. And that's how we got to know each other.
And I basically became a vigilante for the police, and, you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
It's nice to meet you both. I have to say, your reputation precedes you. So, did something happen?
Yes! Something always happens! Especially when you're involved. Also, I want a pair of those headphones that you're carrying, because... interesting.
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
Collar or headphones?
I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you coming?
Yes!
Not before I know what you're planning.
I want to know who am I arresting so I can figure out who's going to get pissed off in the business community and how many write-offs am I going to make in the process.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
The better question is, have you ever tried to pull a vigilante justice so hard that I didn't have to arrest you in the process?
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
I want to do vigilante justice, and I'm talking to you about being a vigilante. Do you agree with me?
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the Special Patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report a case or turn yourself in for one.
I want to break a law. Can I break a law? Please let me break a law.
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
I want you to hold me down, so I don't... so don't get carried away.
Are you planning to?
I want to break the law. Can I break the law?
Not if I can help it.
Please let me break the law. I want to change my name to Crimey McCrimington.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
Okay. And then I followed her. Let me break that law.
This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
And then all of a sudden there was an explosion, and Chevreuse is like, damn it, I shouldn't have let her do it again.
You know, Chevreuse, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
Yeah. Even if they are, so what?
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours sort of situation.
Called it!
Does Chiori often need your help?
Yes! Many times! Because as they said, they go way back, and probably many times they needed each other's back.
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite often as well. We've got tough problems of our own. Getting people to talk, for example.
Why? Because she's like the bad cop and you're like the not-so-bad cop?
The uniform, the musket, they're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us. Lips sealed so tight, getting them to talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Meripede.
Yeah, because, people get scared and choke when they see a gun. But when they don't see a gun? Huh.
But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the waters at the Fountain of Lucine.
Right, why don't they talk? I point my gun in their face, and they still don't talk. Huh, I wonder why.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Is it because you got your gun in their face? It's because you got your gun in their face, don't you?
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people. And nothing brings out that sort of vanity quite like fashion. As a result, Chiori often picks up on all kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to the gills in wealth and intel.
So basically, she has a written account of every single person and what they've done, and she's connected with a lot of customers that you're also wanting to go after.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Huh, Paimon gets it now?
Basically, we have now taken on the title of a back scratcher.
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful.
Why are the rich and powerful? Oh, because some people who are rich and powerful kind of think they can get like, there's something about being rich and powerful that causes people to not take responsibility for their actions. Because some of them just want to be insulated from any responsibility whatsoever.
And in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people from Chiori herself.
And in some cases, I have to play the badder cop over the good and bad cop.
So, who got on her case this time? It's been a while since I last saw her that angry.
Oh, so this is what happened.
You get involved in my business, I get pissed off. And I hear tech talk, like we're actually passing time. And...
Huh? Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Uh-oh.
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick in the book. I heard that even the Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior.
Yeah, well, never issue a warning for repeated behavior.
So he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Is it actually gonna be his funeral?
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of a sudden?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but why?
Because someone's gonna get killed.
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
This is gonna become one of those write-offs you can't really write off. This is one of those hard lines you cannot blur. Called it! Poof, explosion. Damn it, you pissed me off. The between the thighs shot right there.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
And then, yep.
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks. Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
Chiori?
Instead of throwing you off the 3rd floor, I'll throw you off the 6th floor. And let's see how your spine handles that one. And then he clumped.
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please, officer, you've got to do something!
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
What am I gonna find in your house?
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
You were just about to object there.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future. Especially out in the open like this.
Conduct unbecoming.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
I bet you probably could say I got a little carried away and carried him all the way out the way.
You...
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
We'll see about that.
Something gonna backfire? Dang.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon! How did he just go flying out like that?
she basically treated her like an ex. And just not only threw out his belongings out the window, but threw him out the frickin' window. Such incredible strength. Such a graceful arc.
You're too kind.
You're strank. You're strank.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
What happened to not breaking the law too much did you not understand?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse. If anything, he kept running his mouth with insults and threats.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't do anything about a person like that. You should just cut the conversation short.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
Believe it or not, they were that bad. He deserved to get knocked down a peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
And what happens if being knocked down a peg is not going to get him to stop, but encourage him to further give you a hard time? Then what?
You could have reported him to the guards.
And what will you have done?
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence. And he denied that he ever had anything to do with those bands. I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. On top of that, if Kirara is going to continue delivering goods for me, the least I can do is guarantee her safety.
Don't break the law too much.
Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
Are you going to ask me to break the law again? Or you want to break the law? You want to break the law again, don't you?
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
How many advances has she taken out?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours.
Yeah, well, it's getting to the point where we're not only going from back scratching, we're going to back slashing at this point.
We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
Something bad happened. When it's Chiori, it's gonna happen.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
Yeah, well, I also wonder if they got the message, and they probably didn't.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks.
Yeah, well, you ever stop to think that maybe giving your competitors a hard time might have caused them to want to do this in the first place, because it just ticks them off, or ticks you off?
The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rosula can take the second half.
Basically, next time, call the cops!
With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you.
I can't believe that's the second person I have to say that.
Good one, Chiori.
Yeah, next time, call the cops! Otherwise, I'll do my own vigilante justice.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal. You're going back to Inazuma tomorrow, right?
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
What?
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of armed guards. Or ones with sunglasses, for that matter. Don't you think this is a bit much?
What do you have against sunglasses? Why sunglasses?
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing. For my own peace of mind. I'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Since she's already talked to the patrol, just think of it as a scratch my back and I'll scratch yours type situation. Just think of it as a safety measure in case the scratch your back scenario doesn't have to happen again.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then I guess it's fine.
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should...
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Maybe if I had armed guards, the trade routes and manufacturing process will go smoothly.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers are super important.
Yes, they are.
But of course, they supply us designers with funding, equipment, factory access. You have to work with them if you want to become a truly renowned fashion house.
You basically have to be, I don't know.
That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
Because you got so many sponsors and things lined up that it's just too big to fail and you don't want any more bumps in the road from screwing things over.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Says the person is probably already wearing something right now, and even if that was the case, I don't think bragging about your own country's clothing in your own country is something. Screw it.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chiori brand, yes?
Who?
Well, I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to, it's only natural that some people from other nations haven't heard of it.
Yeah, like maybe Notlon, Schnezniner, Conria, because they haven't been released as well, or every other place in between every other nation, like Chintse Village, they're between many different nations.
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal is to make the Chioria brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
All of it? Your business would have to get pretty huge then.
Yeah, well, you'd also have to eliminate every single competitor out there, and that's its own cutthroat business right then and there.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chioria branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty inconvenient having to come to Fontaine every time I need to get them patched up.
Yeah, well, isn't that also stale to have, like, the same business and no other business there?
Alternatively, of course, you could just be a bit more careful with them. They're already about as durable as I can make them.
Says the person who makes clothes in one place and ships them to another, and possibly the clothes that are made, shipped to another place, degrade over time? I don't know.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often. But I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of thing when you're trying to take a nice nap in a tree.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with Fashion Week?
Am I gonna have to go on a sneaking mission at this point? Am I gonna have to go undercover? Am I gonna have to represent one country over another? Am I a clothing delivery person without borders?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Are you gonna ask me to go on a sneaking mission?
Oh, what is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Modeling.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Modeling.
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the design.
Sounds easy enough.
Do you need to run away? Can we keep the outfits? No, you may not keep the outfits.
Most of the clothes you see during Fashion Week are meant to showcase the designer's vision. They're not exactly suitable for ready-to-wear. If you like them, though, feel free to visit.
Ooh, sounds great!
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs. I'll see you both tomorrow then.
Paimon as a kid's clothing model.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already, she's not a little kid!
Did she? No. Too late! Paper.
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
I didn't get up.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
6 in the morning. How that went right? She went straight back to bed, didn't she?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
She got help from the Secret Service.
Did everything go alright on the road?
Yes!
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage.
How are you going to assault someone escorted by that many soldiers?
The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself.
Also, she turned into a box cat with metal on the bottom. Dear God.
They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure she will be walking on rocks. Not just horizontally, but vertically.
I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara. And
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
Yes.
my thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
Oh, I should have brought more desserts. Oh, well, she's already carrying enough things already.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire.
Yeah, well, you just go right off the deep end.
That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit for my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
Yes! Someone bought something for me!
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Why, because she's from Inazuma? Because everything for Japan is like a cute thing? Because kawaii culture over there?
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got your sights set on a market the size of Teyvat.
Fashion is like bringing your cute culture all around the world.
Well, would you look at the time?
It's after 6 in the morning.
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to model.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits. Why don't you help me set up the shop displays in the meantime?
Yes.
Set them up. How exactly?
Put them on.
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
Well then, better get going. I'd fall asleep the second I get to work.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Men's formal attire. Wait, who? Oh, no, wait. Oh, that ain't it. Retrieve. Place the Inazuma kimono. Place the men's attire. Place the women's. And then that's it.
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design.
Oh, you just put the things right next to the other things that match the other things.
Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand.
Dress up.
Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
We're this far, like I'm just going, we're this far from Inazuma and we still hear that statement. I feel like Hoyoverse just had to do it.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
What?
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Leanne! With 2 E's and 2 N's!
Not too bad.
Double E, double N.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you come here today because you'd like to make a new request, perhaps?
Or you came here today because you got worried about not getting your gown and you were looking at yourself in the mirror. You're like, oh, I hope Jeffrey will meet me at the ball next week.
Oh, no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown.
You got turned down!
Cancel your order.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Well, you can keep the money. I just don't want that. Why pay for it?
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans changed?
Did he dump you? He dumped you.
It's all right. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
He dumped you, didn't he?
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's...
Or maybe it wasn't what she wanted. I don't know.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
Is she a hit job? Did someone use her? Did one of her competitors target one of her customers and then try to get her to cancel the order?
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. Family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all.
He dumped her, didn't he?
Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well, something tells me we just might.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on Fashion Week, right?
Time for more dress up.
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we left off.
Uh-oh.
Is Miss Chiori in?
Uh-oh.
I am. How can I help you?
He's gonna complain, isn't he?
I'd like to return this item.
Well, I'm gonna say, uh-oh.
Oh. Could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short, or...
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
And I'd be happy to process that for you.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Uh-oh! To the uh-oh!
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
I really wonder where they got that. Really?
Please calm down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chiori Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals. It's all over the papers.
Okay, someone did a slander piece.
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Was it Duterte?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now. Spare yourself from that flood of...
You...
Enough!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to deal with someone who's yelling fake news everywhere.
Got it.
Yeah, well...
Chiori.
These rumors. Someone tried to take her down a peg. Here's the thing. When you tried to take that guy down a peg, he kind of returned the favor by taking you down a peg.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them. I'm sure they'll go away on their own in a few days.
Yeah, well, this is not something you can just wait and hope to God it'll go away. This is, gonna build up.
The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response right now is to tune it out and focus on finalizing my designs.
Sometimes you gotta deal with the problem before you work on what you have.
If you say so, but Paimon still can't help but work.
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my work once my new designs are released. The public just has to see it for themselves.
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Let me guess, massive refunds?
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work?
It's
No.
our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
Well, they went after the sponsors.
What? No accessories?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
Dang, they went after the suppliers.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as...
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors?
You gotta deal with the rumors.
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread. All the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
Yeah, well, if everybody, like, one of the customers were pissed off because they thought it was an underground thing. Shouldn't the supplier just confirm that they supplied to the store to get rid of the rumors?
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Probably not.
Olaf, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
Maybe we'll find out what happened.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
This is basically a Yai Miko moment all over again. When it affects her business, then it's on. Where's it at? There's it.
I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
What your idea of reasonable is assault. Is this the same person again?
Who is it?
Wenger?
Wenger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Did someone slander me?
Straightforward as always, I see. You know, there are certain conventions people usually follow if they want to seek someone's company.
Yeah.
Sending a messenger, for example.
Yeah, in other words, you wanted to get a warning before he showed up so you can put on the knee pads, body armor, and any other part of your body to soften the blow of whatever you'll get.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger when I can just explain things in person?
Have you read the papers today?
Yes, also you sound way more old than your usual character.
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
Unless he's also been the one that's slandered and it's just this whole guilt by association approach.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days, I never even read the others.
So it's a Steambird.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
Unless he's also afraid of having angry customers at his door because of the money trail.
You would think that. But this time is different.
Yeah, now they're going after the donors. That's the biggest problem there.
Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Every house? That means someone must have been planning this for a very long time.
Someone wanted to take her down a peg.
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Chiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
Where?
What sort of photo?
A photo of you beating up someone on the street yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday? Wait, that means...
Someone took a photo of her beating up Uter.
Uter again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Dang. There's no photo here. Claims to be a clothing store with unique style, but there's another side of the tale. Sources of the Fortress Maripede say that not a few criminals have boasted about wearing Chiori's boutique. I just felt the atmosphere in there suited me. Convict felon Lyle said these words might have wide approval of fellow mates. All because prisoners liked it. Upon close investigation of Chiori's main suppliers, we discovered there is something more to discovery. A criminal boutique is truth comparable to an invisible hand, like a spider web that connects to evildoers. What? Evildoers. That's like something Alex Jones would say. Our investigation showed the Wenger family supplies the ornaments that adorn the designs and certain members of the household are frequent guests. So Wenger is mentioned. About two birds of a feather not flock together. Not only that, but many customers are also subject to rough treatment at Chiori. Mr. Valiant say, real brute. Never mind refusing me to tailor her clothes. Why she sees our sisters and began wrecking them. Threw me out the window. A clothing store more like a thieves' lair, if you ask me. What? Like, did she steal anything? It's wondered why Chiori boutique often shatters the loud crash, leaving behind terrible mess. Mr. Valerian is out of unfortunate encounter. If you would, the scene played out depicted in this photo above. Chiori, her countenance terrified, she grabs a competitor. Mr. Uther by the scruff. making threatening gestures towards him. This incident was ultimately broken up by the guards who reached the scene. When we asked the criminals why they appreciated this brand, the answer applies illegal competitive tactics to come out on top. Giving hope to evildoers among us and wrong can prevail, providing concealment under the guise of fashion and beauty. Perhaps those purchased clothes from the establishment may be following liquidate those who have disagreements. It is clearly fatigue, indeed place blatantly flattered by fashionists to keep what?
Behind the scenes, the true Chioria boutique takes shape. Not a fashion house, but a house of lies.
That's a lot of claims for someone who's claiming Chiori is doing all this. Like, yes, the part about Utera getting beat up is true, but, like, this is, like, making other claims of, other manufacturing processes, so that's kind of up to the person who's making a claim.
Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioria brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
Somebody is playing the victim card so goddamn hard.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
But Uther harassed Chiori first. So that harassment thing was to get her to make him look like a victim.
Yeah, he was the one who started it.
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon, but it can't be helped now.
Shogunite, which is a phrase in Japan, cannot be helped.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort. They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
So the whole entire thing is a guilt by association process here.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted, it can never be washed clean.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure the people of Fontaine had their sins washed away. So why can't anybody who's ever had problems back then be washed away?
They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence all dissent with violence.
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
The entire thing?
Well, it's no laughing matter.
Especially when your business is on the line and all the suppliers are cutting you off.
Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes.
Really? So anyone who buys your clothes and commits a crime, how can you, like, you can't control anyone who commits a crime after buying the clothes. Oh my god.
But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility. It's not something people are just going to forget about in a day or two. Especially when they've found several people to back up their claims.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we go through with the show together, we can defeat them fair and square.
He's gonna say no until the problem is solved.
If I were younger, I might have said yes. But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I've got the family business to consider now. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve to be swarmed by all that negative publicity.
I understand.
She doesn't want to be kept up, accused like everybody else.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this Fashion Week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
And what happens if next year comes and the same thing happens again, and then I hear the same thing from you? Then what?
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you into all this trouble?
It has, but is there also a deeper meaning here?
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Fair enough. Then I suppose all there's left to say is best of luck. As for the models, none of them wanted to be implicated in all of this either.
Understood. Take care.
Now what? You got a problem to deal with. You gonna go kick Uther's ass again?
So, what should we do now?
Kick his ass again and make sure he does... No. We have no excuse to go after him this time.
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old design.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
No, because once a truth has been established, you can somehow connect a bunch of lies to it. And it doesn't matter because in a city like this, perception is everything.
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. It's about echoing the loudest voice in the room. I should have seen it from the beginning. Uther knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a trap.
Yeah, to lure you in so he can play the victim card and pull this whole publicity thing right in front of you.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
And we didn't head back for now. And there's Charlotte. Charlotte.
Traveler, Paimon!
Charlotte,
Yes.
what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article?
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all papers in Fontaine share our same sense of journalistic integrity.
So, in other words, this went under the radar.
Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who misrepresent and distort the facts.
Agreed.
That's great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side.
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article makes her out to be. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me you were all together.
That way.
She was just here.
And then she walked off, and we gotta go see her again.
If you ask me, I think Chioria Boutique is done for.
Really?
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
Stuff. Food.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really?
Really? How was it? The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly...
And they're gossiping amongst each other.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people were saying? I can't believe they bought all that nonsense.
Yeah, because it's more of the culture of Fontaine that believes lies than actually, question things. Nobody ever learns to question anything anymore.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, when the loudest... It's like, as Chiori said, the loudest voice in the room basically says everything, then what?
It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little... extreme sometimes. It's easy to use that to mislead people who don't know anything else about her.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea for CHIORI-SAN to ask Chevreuse if it's okay to break the law, because that's going to backfire at some point.
Oh, this is all Uther's fault. Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could.
Yeah, well, the biggest problem is that he'd make a publicity out of that, and it would backfire even more, because people like that only know how to play the victim card to everybody else.
Wait a second. You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you? You know, so she can,
That would only make the situation worse for...
Okay.
He's got a point.
Well, maybe you should go to Uther's place and hope to God.
We're back!
Okay. Right back.
Who's this?
Ooh.
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Wait. I can't remember if it's our... I don't know.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
You're actually willing to change your mind? Huh. As if you didn't get the terrible news. In this case, I wonder if, you're in an area where the person who sent out those, slanderous tabloids would not have sent the news.
Ah, so you've come across that article as well.
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chioria dress on my wedding day.
Why?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to Chioria Boutique, and we put down a custom order for a dress. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes, and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business, and we ran into major mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
So in other words, she was there to help you out?
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened. She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress. And that...
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
So this is gonna be like a counter press?
It is good. It's just... After I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room, and when he saw me, he froze on the spot.
He's like, oh damn it, you're wearing the thing that everybody hates.
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Or that! Oops!
Well, see, that wasn't actually the issue.
It was because everybody didn't like the thing. It wasn't the, you shouldn't have seen me on my wedding dress before the wedding day.
He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it, he knew for sure that it must have cost far more than what we paid.
It's like, damn it! I asked you not to spend more money on the frickin' budget!
Huh? So wait, that means...
He's cutting you off.
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back. The fabric, accessories, beading, construction. It was all of the highest quality.
Oh.
Dang.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the...
Huh? Well, if it would help Miss Chiori out, I wouldn't mind at all.
Are you afraid you're not going to be targeted because the public can't come to terms with hearing a positive story about, you actually praising her for her work?
I think it'd go a long way.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here since we left?
Why do I get the feeling I am not going to like the answer for that question?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
I am not going to like the answer of that question.
Well, we were.
Who there?
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever...
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia, and you two can go look for Miss Chiori.
Fine.
Alright, sounds good. What?
The cliff by the sea. No.
There you are, Chiori!
Uh-huh. How did you know where I... Alof told you, didn't she?
I was looking at the slimes or whatever it is on the sand until you came over. Also, I'm so glad I didn't fall off the cliff.
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning.
Are you gonna push me off? It's pretty high up. Doesn't look like there's a lot of space.
Don't worry. I'll catch you if you fall.
Don't worry. I'll push you quickly.
Alright, don't mind if we do.
Okay. Pretty high up. Paimon's got nothing to worry about. No. Just no. Seriously, no.
How does it feel?
To be on the edge of a cliff? Is that how you feel?
This place is pretty great.
Are you having a moment where you want to jump off the cliff?
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery.
Is this like an Inazuma thing where you're standing in front of a sakura tree and you just see nothing but cherry tree petals blow, like one of those beautiful scenes?
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind of stressful environment every once in.
Said every single codec call from Metal Gear games that said take a break every once in a while.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to sneak into the rich person's house in the Japanese physique and then get physically thrown out like one of the drunkards in a tavern.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be.
So it's like everybody is seeing you only for the loud part.
It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Aladdin? No. But I get what you're saying. The idea of... Basically, I'm thinking of Yoimiya when she goes quiet whenever she fires off fireworks.
Sorta.
Yoimiya.
My parents noticed. And they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
It wasn't long before I pissed off everyone. They just ran away. I'm pretty sure everybody has limits on their patience.
You were that misbehaved?
Yes.
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things. On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making outfits for every arrogant big shot expecting me to be at their beck and call.
Basically, I was an avolateus.
Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me. Not even to do grunt work.
So, basically, you were like a tailor ronin in frickin' Sakoku, Japan.
No wonder you left Inazuma.
Because you became a tailor ronin.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat.
And then I decided to travel to the City of Justice where there's water cubes in the sky.
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
After that, I came all the way to the Court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted.
Yeah, I had a small thing, but it was better than the bigger thing that did make me what I wanted.
I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion.
I know someone who absolutely designed trend for a wedding.
Oh, you mean Letitia?
Yes.
Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers.
Despite the fact that you ran a shop for the longest while and only now recently did you hear something like that?
Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's.
Work? My work has become someone else's idea. After all the customer feedback I got, only this one was positive. Dang!
Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Yes.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders to attack Kirara.
Otherwise, the slanderous lies will never work, and everybody will think that, whatever caused you to attack Uter was actually a symptom, was actually a cause rather than a symptom.
Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors rumors so we can publish all our findings in the Steambird once we're done.
Yeah, but the loudest voice in the room is still gonna be the loudest voice in the room, so...
Like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring, I won't stop her either.
I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to do it because somebody else did it, so therefore I'll do it.
I know where Uter's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to start looking for some evidence.
Yeah, maybe the accusations thrown at you are more of a projection on his part, and if we can prove he's the one working with criminals, maybe that would actually help your cause.
Sounds good. As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right?
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both.
But your accessories! Didn't you say your designs were unusable without them?
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that, but...
You have to solve the problem to undo everything so you can't get the designs to be usable again.
To tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma. And the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just... can't bear to take even one step back.
Yeah, because you've taken yourself all the way back by thinking about Japan and how I'm surrounded by nothing but water. How do I handle this? Water.
The sea.
Water.
Huh? What did you just say, Chiori?
She said water.
Sea. Seashells, coral.
Are you seriously going to grab some seashells from the beach and turn that into your design?
I've got it.
You're gonna go to the beach, grab some seashells, and make that in your design.
Got what?
She's gonna outsource not just from Japan, but straight from Fontaine.
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Well, water.
Chiori, wait, hold up!
Also, water cubes in the sky. Where are there water cubes in the sky? Whee!
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Because...
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
Fish?
A Lumitwal? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Did I not just say that?
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Well, time to outsource to Fontaine.
A few moments later.
Ooh.
These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area.
I'm pretty sure we're somehow able to hear each other underwater without blub 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 blub.
Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so...
Then go!
So are we gonna head back?
Yes, but don't forget. We've got more than just the designs to worry about when we get...
Then get! Fontaine water is special. It's like air. But it carries sound like air and you breathe in it.
We've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
Basically, Fontaine's water is like liquid oxygen that you can somehow breathe in.
You mean we have to start from scratch?
I should be able to make it, if I skip out on sleep.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major...
Sounds pretty similar to the one we had with Ganyu. I guess it means you're going to want me making certain sacrifices.
Ganyu? Who's that?
Person from Liyue under Lady Ningguang.
A friend of ours who does way too much overtime?
Because overtime is like normal time, which is single time.
Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're not gonna convince Paimon otherwise.
Yeah, well...
Well, I can't argue with you there. All this grit and determination. It reminds me of the first Fashion Week I ever participated in.
Because it took a lot to get started, and now you're just keeping up with upkeep because it's always hard to keep yourself on top when others are putting you down.
What else can we help with?
Nothing.
Let me see.
Dress up!
I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the outfits currently on display.
Okay.
You got it! Wait, what did you just say?
Okay.
You heard me. Tear them all up.
because they're not good enough, and we need to try something else.
When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show. I used the larger pieces for the base fabric, and the smaller pieces for accessories.
Okay.
If it worked back then, why not now? We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
I really wonder if you're going to talk about somehow creating a combination of Japanese and French clothing.
But you worked so hard on all these outfits.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta undo it and start from scratch, especially when the public looked at the designs that are already here in a negative light.
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes everything I've ever made and more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course. If anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day, I'd probably toss them into the sewer.
You're gonna learn your lesson. Just
this once, though. I think I can make an exception.
Wow.
Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions.
Are you not gonna use this against me? You said you're not gonna hold it against me, but... Breaky, bricky, brack, bricky, bricky, break. Well, I hope you don't look at me the wrong way. Wow. Poof goes the clothes!
That should do it.
Poof. I tore them all up and ripped them into the very basic materials.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop?
That.
Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it? They even sent people to wreck your shop.
Oh, great.
Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina...
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see,
I was the one who did it.
Huh? Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't say anything.
Yeah, because at least you held yourself back when it shouldn't have mattered. Like, if you were to dispense justice, that would have backfired. So at least Navia learned.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
Well, they kinda did.
You and Chiori are really close.
Well, like everybody else.
Of course. Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina di Rosula's formal wear is custom tailored here.
Now, if only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well.
Why, are you planning to make more of them?
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. That's why I didn't ask you in the first place, silly.
That's basically why you wanted to one-up the Japanese graduation school uniform.
Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
Wow! She really is a secret agent in disguise!
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Why, you want to be the clothing expert?
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
I need your help to go to Otair and find out if he's doing his services legally.
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work?
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. When are you going to get started? I can help with sewing too.
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
You're gonna be armed guard.
Ask away.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette? I'll need their help as well.
Yes, because you're going to call up Olive Grove Street and start something.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! What happened to the boutique?
It got slashed. We went from slashing each other back, or scratching each other back, to slashing. Especially those backs.
Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a...
Oh my god.
Not this again.
It happened again. Because perception is everything. Someday, I'd like to live.
Lenny, Lynette! Great, you're both here.
Where's Lynette?
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
Yes, because almost all the time is perfect.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori.
Well, I guess I don't need to explain anything.
She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Yeah, because somebody else wants to give her a hard time, so you're somehow in there.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care.
Okay, so it's like this.
And then we said the word, and that was it. And then they're gonna take care of it.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Yes! I don't know what it is, but just do it.
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
I'm
Okay.
glad to hear it.
Well, you just said yes, without any other consideration at all.
Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Utera's been doing, right?
Yes!
Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days.
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to make the deadline?
Will I be able to find the evidence first?
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Utera fair and square at the show, and then defeat him in the court of public opinion.
A two-pronged approach?
Yes.
Courtesy first, confrontation second?
Yes. That's basically it. If you win the race, then I'll overlook it. If you lose the race, then I will basically go after you.
Yeah, something like that.
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some...
Alright,
there we go. And then they went off to do things, and we also went off to do our thing.
And let's also do as Chiori said. Oh, Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new...
Okay. You found it here?
Oh, you're here.
Chiori! How are the new outfits?
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Alov.
I
We
basically...
should be able to make tonight's show.
It's not the woven. I thought it said the woven and the cult for a second. Wait, really? I gotta double check it.
That's cutting it real close.
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uther has closed his factory. This is our only chance to secure any incriminating evidence.
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is all his fault and he totally deserves it, but wouldn't we technically be trespassing on his property if we just barge in like this?
His factory is usually open to the public. It may not be open for business right now, but that doesn't mean visitors can stop by for a tour.
So you're gonna try to excuse your way through, out of hours situation?
We're just curious customers after all.
Well, when you put it that way...
Curious customers at just before a fashion show?
Anyway, Uther's factory is right over there. Let's hurry up and get moving.
Okay. Interesting, it's all the way up there.
Why would he open a factory over there?
Because he wanted to be just halfway below the sewer and still close enough to be in the city's rich center upstairs.
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, he prefers low prices and large sales volumes. I don't know. Maybe the rent here is cheap.
I don't know! He mass produces his clothing!
Alright. Ugh, it's really creepy. Paimon would never choose to buy anything from a place like that.
So you're basically talking about Nike or any other clothing brand at this point.
You make a good point. Let's all be on our guard.
Yeah, because there might be people who will enforce slave labor around here. It's just slave labor, isn't it? Okay, now comes the combat part. Recommended elements, Geo. I'm gonna need Geo. But Chiori is gonna be Geo this whole time, so my guess is she's gonna chip in for this one. So start. No. Broken down the lock.
There really is nobody here.
Yes. Is this a factory or a store?
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please, follow me, dear guests.
Okay. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful origami doll. Ooh. Aiming.
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand.
It went from sailor boat 1910s to jazz boat to somehow all the way back to Victorian style New England. Wow.
After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Lothair seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please, take a look around at your leisure.
Yep, this seems like Lothair's workspace, all right. Let's see what we can find.
Notes on the table. The courier shall arrive in the city in the morning via what? Marketing expenses, 100,000 more. Employment expenses, 200,000 more. Material expenses. Page of the bookshelf, some example of old designs, nothing strange about
These
them.
are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room.
Like what? Who?
Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
It's an elevator. I did not expect that to be an Okay, we're definitely in an elevator. And that's
it seems to have stopped.
Is that the Fortress of Meripede theme? Well,
where did this thing take us?
It seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Smack. Okay, we got close to the Fortress of Meripede.
Look out, there are guards here!
Yes, there are. I think they should look out.
One with the force.
Yeah.
Bombs away! Go as one!
Ow.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Right now, right here. Emerge.
Water jet!
Who?
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
Yeah, you basically have scissors. I get it.
Barbados, guide us.
You're basically Ryoko Matoi from Kill la Kill. Die. Thank you for walking backwards in a wall and deactivating yourself. Also... Ooh. Thank you. Oop. Now, why would these gigantic metal presses be involved at a clothing store? Where's the sewing?
This place is filthy! Are the clothes from Uther's shop seriously made here?
Yeah. Given that the fitting room is an elevator, yes.
Look over there.
Sewage?
That water looks super nasty!
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uther?
So he was actually the one who opened an underground factory.
Yeah, because, it was all projection.
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch. He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Let's go take a swim.
Should the clothes made here even be worn?
No.
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading. These materials can give you skin problems if you wear them too often.
That's terrifying! Let's take some photos right away as evidence.
Okay. And then we took a lot of evidence.
This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court.
I can console dash forward, hold aim to adjust the direction of the slash. After you decide any direction, use the elemental skill and dash to the target location. Like this.
Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
Okay. And then we went up. Are these metal presses gonna come down? Nope, no metal presses here. Oh, there's one right here. Conveyor belt. Okay. Am I gonna fight a boss up here? Big wide open area?
This
Boss?
place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too. What? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
He wants to trap us in the factory.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes. And that's because we used to be partners.
And you trusted him at one point and cut him out of the deal, and he wants to get back at you.
But you're practically at each other's throats. Now you're telling us you used to work together?
Yeah.
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. We shared the same goal, so we decided to work together. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe.
Flashy anime designs.
But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little.
Yeah, well, it seems like his confidence is only based on the external forces like criticism and sponsor.
Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion that we wouldn't be able to make the designs we always dreamed of. And we parted ways.
Because he had never had the intrinsic motivation to do it himself. All these criticisms got him down.
For my part, I gambled it all and devoted everything I had to that 1 week. I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of. In the end,
you received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uter gave up on his dream and turned to making this sketchy stuff.
I don't know the exact details of what happened after that. All I know is, after I opened CHIORI Boutique, he's harassed me every year since.
Because he hated himself for not living up to your standards.
He's just jealous of what you've accomplished. A guy like that doesn't deserve your...
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over there.
Okay. Security? Where are they?
Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything.
No.
Didn't do anything.
Ew. And the alarm went off. And something's going on.
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Uh-oh.
I'll uproot you!
Right here.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering
Boom.
expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Really? You're gonna try to pull that one on me? 3, 2, 1. Actually, nah, get CHIORI going.
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
Okay.
Unauthorized intruders.
Boom.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Now we hear the alarms.
Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Now we've gone full Metal Gear Solid mode where we hear the alarm going off. Now it's alert mode here. We are really talking about Metal Gear Solid at this point.
Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
We snuck into a factory, we get caught, and then somehow... Boop. There we go. Hello.
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning.
Get over here and shoosh!
Initiating shutdown procedure.
Can I shut you down, please? Thank you for leaving a treasure chest in the middle of nowhere. Do I have to jump down the hole? I have to jump down the hole. Oh, hello. I gotta jump down the hole into the water hole. Ooh. Extend. We escape underwater. Ooh. Okay. Now what?
We're finally out of that stinky place.
Yeah, by jumping in the water.
And get out of here.
Okay. Ew! Now what?
Finally, the entrance. At last.
Something tells me that's not the last of it. And I called it. Called it! Where's...
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Uter.
Said Paimon to every single person who never really gotten away with it at all.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of...
Well... I've gotten past your roles before.
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
No, when you mass produce, people like that don't ever think of anything legitimate.
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
Yeah, because you want to say anything you do is legitimate.
What? Destroying Chioria Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
You know what your problem is, Uter? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
In other words, we have another character who is so overcome by external factors that they have no sense of what their internal factor is.
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal. But it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Same.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uter. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
It looks like, it's the other way around. It looks like, he bent his knees to the entire world.
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
So why continue clothing? Because of Chiori? What happens if, Chiori's not in the picture? What good is everything you have to do?
You gave up on your dream. But that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand. But you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices. You regret giving up on your dream.
You're back.
This whole thing, Uter. It's pathetic.
It's narcissism. It's very basic level. You hate her. Because you hate yourself. Because whatever you're doing here is projection towards her. You say she has a criminal underground, but you are the one that actually has a criminal underground.
Pathetic. Why don't you take a look in the mirror? You're a fool daydreaming about taking all of Tibet by storm. Well, good luck doing that when even Fontaine doesn't have a place for you anymore.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
Yeah, well, it's like, how are you gonna accuse Chiori? How are you gonna accuse her? Like, she still put herself forward, but you can't pretty much do that.
You.
Ooh. He went straight to the gun.
Yeah, just leave this guy to us.
No, you go instead.
I know how to take a bullet between the eyes.
But he has a gun!
Yeah, but you know who else has a gun? He has a gun.
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan.
You know who else has a gun?
I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best delivered in person.
Alright, he's got a freaking gun to your face! He's just like, I'm not scared.
Trying to leave, are we?
Oh dang, now I got a gun to my face. Oh!
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter.
But this time, I've gone full samurai. No matter how Ronin I might have gotten. And this time, I got more resolve than you'll ever have.
But all that changed after our tour of your factory.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this.
You'll never amount to her.
If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chioria brand.
To really cut someone down. Let's dance.
The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Really?
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique.
It sounds
Most
like a...
importantly,
An enduring, never say die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand.
What?
And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself.
What the hell?
Did Chiori not...
Lights, cameras, over here, please.
Let the show begin.
the world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one. Not even the times.
Okay.
Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget.
Quite the setup.
Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand.
Only those with the intrinsic
Well
motivation.
then, I suppose all that's left to say is... Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
This would have worked all the way in Japan. After the fashion show, everyone returns to CHIORI-Boutique.
How about this?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Okay, so wait, do we not fight that guy?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it up after.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of
I don't know, can
without a fancy signboard of your own?
Did we
Spain
not...
is way ahead of you in that regard.
Did we not fight those mecha guards and whatever it was? Like, what happened?
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Did we just skip the final battle and go right to the cutscene?
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin cat and the Bogglecat box. Oh, and we need to add Pear as well.
Pear would need an alias, of course.
They off-screened it.
About...
Why? The hangry bird. The hangry.
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Sure, why not? Also, what happened to the final battle?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
Did they, like... I know they off-screened it, but now we don't even know if Uter is never gonna learn his lesson.
And a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori! I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Did we ever, like, do that final battle in that area? Or did we just skip that whole part?
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite.
Why did
It's
I
on the
off-screen it?
house.
Huh? You really mean it?
How the hell did we get to this part? We didn't fight. Like, we fought our way to the factory and probably outward. But there was no final battle.
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
What about something other than a costume?
I don't know what to say. My mind is all in the lack of the final battle. I can't get that out of my mind.
Thank you, Chiori. It's much appreciated.
Thank you for returning the favor.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara?
Huh? About that.
Why, you don't want to be followed around by Secret Service again?
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
Oh, you don't want to look at Navio wearing sunglasses in the dark at night! Also, Paimon and the Traveler's expression, like, seriously, why are you wearing sunglasses at night?
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah, you're like the secret American, Secret Service.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
No.
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show. Appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization. Using weaponry in public. Hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
She broke the law again, in an effort to solve her own problems.
Shivers, we can explain.
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Well, never mind.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? You nearly scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell me in advance next time you're planning something like that?
I said it before, and I'll say it again, and I feel like I'm gonna have to say it again. Next time, call the cops! Voice crack.
And if I had, would you have approved?
No, she would not have.
No, but it would have spared me a whole lot of anxiety.
God, I feel like voice cracking my way did not explain that then and there.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Cendre, and the man responsible all tied up and handed to you on a silver platter. Sounds pretty thoughtful if you ask me.
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
I'd argue with her, considering the fact that we never really saw what happened after that.
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts. Let's go.
Well,
Spina's treat.
God, did we, like, what?
I'll have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of paperwork to take care of, so you all go have fun.
And then she didn't call the cops after that.
Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Wenger on the way here. He had a message for you.
Isn't like, you know what? I'm actually going to sponsor and support you because the person who accused you is now in jail, so therefore I have no reason to fall under the whole guilt by association thing.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much every apology in the book. I'll just visit him some other day and give him a hard time about everything.
You know what? I'm not gonna waste my voice. Nobody's ever gonna call the cops.
You know him well.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Shelvrus.
Shelvrus.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing.
Stop breaking the law. Next time, call the goddamn cops!
That was really quite an amazing show.
Yes. I feel like that's the last time I'm gonna say.
Say,
Yes.
All right. Follow me if you want in on the celebration feast. Come on, we're leaving.
I honestly feel like I don't say it enough, so that's gonna be the last time. Screw it. Nobody ever calls the cops.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late. There's something I'd like to give you.
Is it something from his factory?
A place with a view?
Perfect. I'll be right there.
It's probably the sea cliff.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. What did you want to give us that you couldn't share right in front?
Here, take this.
Push off the cliff. Is it a brooch?
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chioria Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
No. Oh, wait. Paimon actually did.
2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two.
Thank you very much.
You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side.
Even though we skipped the entire final battle and went right to the cutscene.
There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve more.
I know for certain that was not the case.
Yeah, well, what?
I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something.
Maybe, live in reality every once in a while.
Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most is having friends who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chioria Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it.
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual.
Well, considering the fact that you fought the law and somehow the law won, I don't know if this story quest is ever something that should ever be done, but what the hell.
I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
What?
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the...
No.
Yes, of course. But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer.
Before I have to get... I'm gonna have my lowrider moment on the side of a cliff and then just try to talk myself up to it again.
You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
Why? Because you don't have to deal with them anymore? How did you deal with them? Did you throw them out again? Did you smack them around? Did you resort to violence? Did you break the law again? Despite having evidence? Despite overruling any sort of idea related to evidence obtained illegally? When they talk about tonight, well, I don't know if this is ever a moral thing that any player should have gotten. That's a huge red mark on that, so I'll leave it at that and leave the live stream right here to go.